Today, Kevin and I are going to a new bakery to us. It's new to us. It's called Olive's Apron. This is in Rosemont Garden in Lexington, Kentucky. And Abby suggested we come here and check it out. So we're really excited, and we're going to go inside and see what they have. Sweet treats we chose from Olive's Apron are the peanut butter M&M, which is the first one there. This is called a cookie cake with vanilla frosting. The next one is a cinnamon toast crunch cookie. And then we have a chocolate chip cookie. And then down here, the big boy. This is a apple pecan cinnamon scone.
Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to scone etiquette, remember that when it's scone, it's gone, and never
scone as in bone.
And then we have a cosmic brownie, a big zebra cake with almond extract, it says. And then lastly, we have a double fudge brownie. So I tried to show you a little bit of Olive's Apron when we were inside. They do have another room I didn't show, and that is because there were two little kids with, I think, a parent in that room, and I didn't feel comfortable showing them on camera. And I didn't want the dad to be like, what is she doing filming, you know? But it had a really cool couch, kind of like my grandmother Scott's couch, really old Victorian looking couch. And it had a big dollhouse, had some toys in there for kids to play with. Very comfortable looking space. So the whole place on the inside was really nice the way
the front
they had
counter
decorated
spot
it.
was a little small.
Was small, yeah.
So then you wouldn't have a lot of people standing in there waiting or something. But,
right.
But everything else, the rooms were neat and they were spaced out.
The time that we happened to go in there, other people were coming in to have afternoon tea because they do afternoon teas. They, you know, they give you the sandwiches and the scones and the desserts, and that you have tea, of course, and so you can call and schedule that. But then they also do their business where they're selling out of the baked goods. And so we went in at a busy time, so the space was kind of small up front, and it was kind of close, but that's okay.
I mean, you don't need a big space up front.
No,
it was fine. I'm just saying it is kind of small.
Yes, it was fine. So they are located, like I said, Rosemont Garden. You heard that. The prices, the brownie, I got two brownies. I got the cosmic brownie, and then the regular brownie was $8 for both of them. They were $4 a piece. And then the zebra cake was $4.55. The scone was $3.75. The cookies, I got 3 cookies. They were $3 each. And a mini cookie cake was $8.50. But I'm going to hold it up for you because it is really, really thick. So when we get to that, I'll hold it up for you. So it was $33.80. We paid $2.03 in sales tax. So our total was $35.83 for
8 items.
8 items, yeah. 8 items. 8 bakery items.
This is actually bakery items.
They did give us a punch card and 10 visits for a free tea or treat.
Oh,
so that is nice. I'm assuming a free cup of tea, not the free afternoon tea.
Right.
You know,
not the tea.
Not
you
the
sit down.
Yeah, not the experience.
Because they sell all kinds of different kinds of tea.
Yes.
They have a whole list of them.
So it says Ashley Crossan is the owner and baker. And all I can tell you, I don't know how long they've been at that location, but the Facebook page was created in 2020. February 2020 is when that was created. So what do you want to try? I think we should try what we would probably think is the plainest
Like
thing
the
first.
peanut butter, the chocolate chip.
Yes, that's yeah. The chocolate chip cookie will probably.
Make
And
it.
no offense to the chocolate chip cookie, it looks very good. It's just it looks like it would be the plainest thing here.
Looks really nice.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
I kind of put it over on the inside over there.
It has a that it's not wet on the center but
It looks soft.
But it does look like an edible cookie dough
Mm-hmm.
in the center.
It's very soft. It's not what I'd call underbaked though.
Not at all.
But it is thick, kind of like an edible cookie dough. It's nice.
It reminds me of a Nestle Toll House.
Yeah, it's not as buttery, but it is good.
Kevin's right. It's not as buttery as a Nestle Toll House, but the chocolate chips, that's what they remind me
Oh yeah,
of.
they're really nice chocolate chips.
So it is a good cookie. I would love it even more if it had a little bit of sea salt on the top.
Yeah, sprinkle a little salt on it.
Yeah, but that is a nice, it's a chocolate chip cookie,
Yeah.
you know? Okay, the next one, let's go ahead and do that,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
let's do the M&M.
Okay.
Peanut butter M&M. Since that has cinnamon in it, we'll wait for the next one.
This one almost looks like it has oatmeal in it.
It looks very crumbly.
Yeah, it's not as big.
Yeah, this is a very crumbly looking cookie. I definitely taste the M&M.
You get oatmeal. It's almost like a no-bake peanut butter cookie. Almost. It's not quite as strong as the peanut butter, but it's got that kind of flavor. It's good. It's a little dry. But
It's a little dry. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
I like
I've
it.
had worse. But
I do like that. I like the flavor of the peanut butter. The peanut butter is sweet, but when you get the M&M, it has that crispy outer shell, but you get that traditional M&M flavor.
You can taste it.
I do think it's a good cookie, but it is dry. Period.
Yeah.
It's dry. That's and honestly, you could look at them in the case and see that they were kind of dry. So I don't know if that's how they're normally made. It's just a drier cookie, or I don't know.
Yeah, peanut butter cookies tend to be dry for me.
They
anyway,
do,
but-
yeah. But I do like the flavor of it, and it does taste like there's oats in there,
Yeah, it's kind of got some like an oaty flavor to it.
which is fine by me.
Yeah. I like
Okay.
it. Now you want to do the cinnamon?
Now we have, yes, a cinnamon toast crunch is what it's called.
Okay. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted me to take it from you or not.
Yeah, you could have. It's really thick in the center.
And Kevin gave me the thick one, the thickest one.
That drizzle on top is like a white chocolate. It's really good. It almost tastes like a cream cheese.
To me, it tastes like it has apple in it.
Maybe the cinnamon's making it seem like it has apple. I don't get apple. I think I can see what you're saying though. It does kind of have an apple-like flavor. But the bad thing is I really don't get cinnamon.
I don't know why, but because it did not say apple cinnamon. But that's what it tastes like to me, is it tastes like apple cinnamon. Because the cinnamon is very light. I do taste it, but it's very light.
Real light.
But I am getting like, seemed like there was like the texture, a little chew of what would have been an apple. So
Yeah, I can tell if it's like that or if there's some. See, there's like something on the bottom there. It looks almost like either cereal pieces or. I don't know.
I love that frosting. That's the best part.
I know. That's what I was telling you to try that. 'Cause it's really good.
I wish they had put like slathered that over the top because I like a super sweet cookie. Because I love that's my favorite part of that is that icing.
Yeah, does it taste like cream cheese almost to you?
Not when I got a big thick piece. It did until I got a big thick piece.
Because when I was eating,
just like
when I've got
sweet.
pieces of it, it almost tastes like cream cheese kind of frosting.
What do you think next?
I would just go with this big cookie.
Really?
Go for it.
Okay.
Either that or the.
I'm thinking the scone.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, we just had cinnamon, and this has cinnamon.
Okay.
This is apple.
Oh, it's big. Yeah.
It's an apple pecan cinnamon scone. Yeah, this is like a loaf of bread.
Let me slice here. I'll slice it more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We need. Yeah.
I'll give you the edge so you can get plenty of the glaze. It's got like a glaze on top.
Yeah. Doesn't that look great?
So what flavor is this supposed to be? Apple?
Apple cinnamon pecan.
There's something a little sharp in there. I think it's the apple. Do you get a little sharp? Not like a citrusy sharp, but just kind of like almost like a tartness.
No, I love the pieces of pecan.
It almost reminds you of like a zucchini bread or a banana bread or something like that.
I do like the cinnamon. Once again, it's light though. It's very light.
I don't hardly get any cinnamon, and I don't taste any apple at all.
No. I mainly get, it's like a sweet bread flavor.
Yeah.
But it has the pecan and the cinnamon in there.
I think that would be better if it was warmed up just a little bit.
I think it would be excellent warm. Yeah.
It needs to be just a tad warm, not hot or anything, just a little bit warm.
And when you have afternoon tea there, they might warm them up. They might bring them to you warm. But we are eating them exactly as they came from the cabinet, and they don't give you like instructions. So,
no,
like no bakery would, you know.
Right. If you do that in the microwave for like 4 or 5 seconds, then
I think it'd be great. Yeah.
It softened it up a bit too.
Okay, now we have a cosmic brownie.
Is that what you want to try next?
Yeah.
So you're trying this big cookie last.
I think so. Yeah, because you know why? Because when I picked it up to move it out of the box, I got blue frosting all over my fingers. So I'm thinking as soon as my lips touch that, I'm going to have blue all over me. I'd rather save that little delight for the end. The end of the video. Let's not go through the whole video with blue lips.
There's a very dark chocolate.
I would consider that, if I were to have to name that brownie, my name for that brownie would be a cocoa brownie.
Oh yeah. I mean like cocoa, like dark, like bitter dark. It's bitter for me.
It's not that bitter for me. I'm not as sensitive as Kevin. I do think it has an edge to it. It tastes like cocoa. It tastes like baking cocoa.
It's not one I would get again because it's too dark for me.
Right, and I totally understand that. It's definitely cocoa, a cocoa brownie. It's not as sweet as the Little Debbie.
No, and I don't like Little Debbie.
No, I don't like Little Debbie at all. I do think this has more flavor than that.
Oh, it definitely has more of a chocolate flavor, a real chocolate flavor, but it's just too dark for me.
Okay.
This was not as dense either. Like the second one, that cosmic one was really dense and firm. This one cut through really.
This is a double fudge brownie.
Yeah, this one was really soft. And there's chips in there too, or it looks like chips. That's more of a texture, a cake-like texture that you make at home.
Yes. I do love the texture. It's not as sweet as what I'm used to.
Yeah, I'm looking for sweetness there. That's not for me.
Kevin said no.
Yeah, when I eat a brownie, I want my teeth to hurt.
Yeah. So far, truly,
Nothing's been super sweet.
nothing's been really, really sweet. I mean, they all have a little bit of sweetness to them, but none of them have been like, wow, that's really sweet. I do love the texture of that double fudge.
I like the texture of it a lot. Yeah.
I thought it was nice, and I like the flavor, and I do think it is sweeter than the Cosmic Brownie.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if any of these things are staples in their
Like
bakery.
I'd say the cookies for sure.
Like they're there every time you go. Like you can always, anytime you go, you can get that chocolate chip cookie. Or,
I would think most of this would be.
how do these prices compare to Crumble? I never even thought about it.
They're $3 a cookie.
Oh, these are $3 a cookie. Crumbles are like $4.
But Crumble's like twice as big too.
They're I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're a lot.
You
bigger.
think Crumbles is
The
bigger
chocolate
than
chips about the same, but the other two, the peanut butter.
The
chips
other two are
smaller.
much smaller. The chocolate chips the same size.
It's pretty close.
But
yeah.
the other two were smaller. Yeah, they were. Okay, now we have the zebra. This is it says big zebra cakes, and they have almond extract, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Oh, yeah.
It's like a filling in the middle.
Yeah. That
Hold
looks
that up.
really good.
I didn't hold it up.
That it has me very hopeful.
The sweet.
Yes. I'm wanting the sweet really bad.
It almost looks like a big pedophore. Tell you what, I got the almond extract almost immediately. That cream is not as sweet as I thought it would be. But it is very almondy.
It's not as sweet as a pedophore.
No, because the pedophore is literally cake. Bakery cake with buttercream frosting. This is not.
This doesn't taste like bakery cake.
Well, the cream is not sweet.
There's a very specific bakery, and I won't call it out in this video, because that wouldn't be nice. Because they're competing, this smaller bakery is competing with a bakery that's been established in Lexington for many, many years. But they have extremely sweet pedophores, and they taste like bakery. It's a bakery cake.
Right.
It is a bakery cake in a little pedophore, and this one is nice, but it's not as sweet.
Yeah, and that cream is milky. Did you taste just the cream?
No,
Taste just the cream. Like
I got the texture of it.
no. You gotta taste it. It's almost like it's almost milky. Like it would almost remind you of like a Cool Whip, a whipped cream or something. But
Or lard.
But it's much, much thicker than that.
Like lard.
Well,
The
that's greasy.
texture.
Yeah, it's kind of a greasy like a lard, but the flavor is like a milky cream.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just
not sweet.
It still surprises me that it's not very sweet.
No, I like the texture of it. Okay, it's just not very sweet.
The last one is
The Blue Demon.
Yeah, I touched the Blue Demon. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
This is a
Turner.
cookie cake. It's vanilla frosting. But yeah, I wanted you to see that. Huge. So it looks like
It looks like they've hollowed out the middle and put some.
Right, so it looks like they're chocolate chip cookie, but they've made it thicker and they hollowed it out so that they can put this frosting in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if this frosting is going to be I'm going to try that first by
Yeah.
itself. Because it looks like the
It's very
exact same middle as that. Is it?
Yes. The exact same.
Yes.
It has that kind of milky, kind of vanilla flavor. It's very, very thick.
It does not taste like buttercream. So they've used the same, and I'd say that's what that blue is. It's just colored blue. So Okay.
It's literally the chocolate chip cookie and that cream.
Yes.
That's what it is. There's just nothing more than that. It's just big. Again, it's not very sweet.
I know we've said that through the whole video.
Well,
and you know what? It's not that they're bad.
They're not bad at all.
They're not bad. But that's for us. That's one of the fun perks about going to a bakery is to have something that's very indulgent and rich and heavy and sweet. And I have to say, I do think that last cookie, the blue and white, if you're wondering why in the world did they choose those colors, well, because we live in Wildcat territory. University of Kentucky, Kentucky Wildcats, and blue and white, that's their the school colors. So that's why they have those colors.
That's what I would guess.
Of course, yes. They're on campus. Rosemont Gardens on UK campus. That, I think, is the sweetest thing here.
It is, but only barely.
And then I think the zebra would be the second.
I don't know. I'm almost tempted to say the chocolate chip cookie because of the chips. And what makes this sweet is the chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
It's not the cream, it's the chocolate chips.
Yeah, I understand that. Because the center of that, I was so hopeful it is not sweet at all.
No.
For me, what would I get again?
The chocolate chip cookie.
Would you get the chocolate chip cookie again?
That'd be the thing I'd get again.
Okay, I know why. Because I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to get the fudge brownie. I know it's too dark for Kevin, and it's not very sweet. I'll tell you that right now. It's not as sweet as like a homemade brownie. A homemade brownie. It's not. But I do love the texture, and it does have a nice chocolate flavor. They do have different things that come up. So if you watch them on Instagram or on Facebook, they will tell you this week, this is what we're offering. And they had like 3 other things there that we did not get. They
One
had
was a muffin.
One was like a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin, I think. One was a cupcake, and I think it was just a chocolate cupcake.
Like a chocolate cupcake, yeah, with frosting.
With colorful frosting. The other one looked like it would be messy by the time we got it home, and that's why I didn't get it. I know you were probably wondering why I didn't take it.
I don't remember what it looked like.
It had blueberries on the top.
That's right.
Yeah. It had blueberries on the top.
I don't know if I got a picture of it.
And I thought, you did.
Oh, yeah, it's on, okay.
It was a blueberry lemon coffee cake.
Yeah, and it literally has blueberries like
and it was like liquid, like a liquid blueberry, and I thought, no way I can order that, because by the time we get it home, that's going to be a mess, and those blueberries would be like, so this is if you are one of these people who you like to try out new bakeries, we do. If you have not tried them out, you might be on UK campus all the time, and maybe you haven't tried them out.
Because it's kind of out of the way. If you don't know their name, you may not even know it's there.
You may not. I had no idea about them until Abby. Abby sent me a message on Instagram, and she said, "Hey, have you been there?" She said it's so cute, and she was talking about they do pots of tea and all that stuff, which we told you about. They do have a lot of different teas and stuff. Yes, they do. And so if you're a tea drinker, you could go in there and just get you a little scone and some tea if you wanted to. You don't have to. You don't have to do the whole afternoon tea. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be lots of pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.